G'day guys, welcome back. It's Dard here, episode 5, I think, I hope. And today, we are in the nether, as you guys can see once again. What do you want over there? Don't do it. Okay. Been working pretty heavily on the nether. Ajax and myself have been doing quite a lot of work. And today I'm going to show you guys just what we've been up to. So we've started off with just a little bit of a chest room. This is actually going to be, well, I'm not really sure yet. We'll probably make a recess it in and pistons and do all of that kind of thing, but that's for future episodes. The train station is now complete. We'll get into that shortly. And then out here we've started a little oasis, which is all this is going to be replaced. We've got a couple of these are the blaze farms. I've actually completed these blaze farms now, so we've actually got 2 blaze farms in here now. But let's get into the train station first. So as I showed you the last episode, here is the destination selector. At the moment I've only got one destination selected, well, hooked up, which is back to the portal room, which is now this track. And the arrivals are, as you can see, we've got a nice little arrivals board, as you guys can see. But we'll have a look at the guts of this. So the way I've got this set up, so here's my, this is an overflow light. So when you input, so we've got some carts. So if I want to put a cart in the system, I can just put a cart there and off it will go. It'll go into the Pez dispenser, which is up there. I'll see if I've got, let's see if I've got a few more. Do I have any more? Do I have any more carts? I do not. Okay, well anyway. So what we do is you go down here, puts you in the system, it drops out a cart, and jump in the cart and off you go. But what we'll do is I'll actually get out of this cart, and I'll show you the guts of it. So here, there's the switcher that we did last episode. Nothing's changed on that. It's exactly the same. Here's all the track, which is a lot of track. Nothing's really changed except for this extra thing here. Now what we've done, so here's the track that goes to the portal room. And what happens is so when you select this track, you come along here, you go along and off you go. But when you come back, because being in survival and vanilla and everything, it's pretty difficult to get a lot of resources, and especially with the amount of track that we need. So using 1 track per destination for both directions. Because of the amount of people on the server, it's really unnecessary to be having multiple tracks at this point in time anyway. Let's get that. So what happens when you come back is then you hook this way and you go over to the arrivals. So it's the same with all of these destinations. And then what happens is you come along to arrivals, you get a nice little view. Actually, we'll get in the cart and I'll show you what happens when you go into arrivals. So we'll go, if I fail, there we go. Oh no, I'm going to fail. Try that once again. Okay. Round 2. Okay, there we go. So you get a nice little view. This is all going to be stone and sandstone. Okay, and here's the arrivals bay. So when you come into the arrivals bay, get out of the cart. And after a few seconds, it'll actually shoot the cart off. Now if I'll break this block and we'll go back here and I'll show you exactly what's going on. So when you come down into the arrivals, there's actually a detector plate here. What happens is once your cart goes along this track, it actually switches this track here. So you go into there and then it will switch that track. So anyone else that's following in behind you will actually go into the next bay. And you'll trigger this detector pad there. And then the next person will go so long, and then once this one's full, the 5th person will actually then loop. Well, if we get rid of these, because zombie pigmen have been causing a lot of problems lately. Yeah, I'll show you what happens when I get a cart pushed into this system, which is not going to work because I didn't trigger the detector rail. When you actually come back out. So it will actually go around back to the Pez dispenser. This little device here is a player sensor. It only triggers if you're in a cart. So what happens, right, I'll show you what. So if you actually, because the biggest issue you'd have is if you went AFK on your card or whatever, and then you got into the arrivals bay, and then it shot you off into the Pez dispenser, it would actually kill you. Because it would crush you. So what happens here is when, I'll show you what happens, when you come into here, it's timed. After like, I don't know, 5 or 6 seconds, it will shoot you off. And then it actually, this detector here, so it realizes that you're in the cart and will shoot me back around, and I'll just be on endless loop. Like forever. This will just, unless someone stops me, this will just constantly, but if I get out of this, it'll actually send it back around. And into there, like so. Oh no, there must be another. The biggest issue at the moment is the zombie pigman. What we've got planned for that is we're going to actually put glass all. Oh, someone's actually broken. Here's an issue. Let's just fix this quickly. So we're still working on this. We've been tidying it up. I'll show. So this actually goes right over the roof, like so, and goes down there. This is not a safe place to be. But yeah, the zombie pigmen are the big issue because they spawn pretty much anywhere they want to spawn. And they cause a lot of issues. So what we're going to have to do, which is what we've started doing already, is putting glass everywhere. Because glass are transparent blocks. So you can actually, like what we've done, I'll show you. If I can get over here. So we've actually, so here's the glass here. So when you're in the cart, you'll actually travel through this glass. It won't hurt you at all. And if you jump out of the cart, it will just, it's because it's transparent, it won't suffocate you. So then you can just walk out of it. And because of that, zombie pigmen won't be able to actually disturb you on the cart. So all this track has to be covered in glass to pigmen proof it pretty much. But that's for a future date. We're not really worried about that for the time being. And I'll just show you exactly. So the switching system is pretty straightforward. We'll go down here and I'll show you exactly what's happening down here. So this is where all the detector rails set off the things. So if I jump up here. So the detector rail sets off this line here, which changes this RS NOR latch. The RS NOR latch then changes signal, which then this torch activates. The signal goes around here. That's where the next track is. So then the next player, that's where then the next player will go straight along to the next one. And then here's the timing. So this timer here will go off, and this is what sends off the empty cart after a certain amount of time. I could extend these longer if I wanted the cart to stay longer. This is fine for the time being. I'm not really worried about this at all. So then this goes down here, and this torch here is what resets this RS NOR latch. So it then resets this RS back to its state, like its standby state, I guess you could say, for the next person to come through and trigger it. And then this here actually triggers the powered rail to send off the cart back. So nothing too crazy. It's just a lot of repeaters because of the amount of delay I need. I could do with more, but like I said, for the time being, it's more than sufficient. Everyone's in a fair bit of rush getting around, so yeah, that's the train station so far. I'll show you. Actually, I won't be able to. This is where the overflow is. So when I'll show you guys, when the Pez dispenser's full, I'll show you. I don't know if I actually be able to show you. Oh, see, this is the problem here. Zombie pigmen walking along the tracks. So this is where the Pez dispenser goes. This is where the carts are preloaded, ready to go. They sit on that trapdoor, which then, when you step on the pressure pad, that drops a cart down. So when this is full, the carts will come up, bounce off the cart, and it'll bounce back down and loop around this way instead. When it triggers that there is what triggers the actual torch. So there's the torch there, and then loops back around and then spits out where we're standing, so you can then retrieve the cart if you put too many in, which is a good little system. This here is the retrievals. So this is from the arrivals bay. So when the cart actually, when you arrive and then it takes the cart away, this is the track that actually comes back around and actually then puts it back into the Pez dispenser, which needs to all be glassed up because these guys cause me a lot of problems. which is not very exciting. But I thought I'd give you guys a bit of an explanation about this train station. It is overkill to the max. This is the switching system. So there's the pistons that go up when you step on the pressure pad. That's where the track is. So that's where that turns that off for the cart to sit there, and then this splits off into 2 signals. That's for the Pez dispenser. So that drops the cart down. And this one here is for the overflow to reset. So every time you open it, you do a cart, it actually resets the system. So it doesn't keep saying that it's like full constantly, which would be a little bit misleading to say the least. Let's just seal this back up, and we'll quickly fix the damage that I've done, and then I'll show you what else I've been up to. Oh, why glitch? Why glitch? Okay, so then down here we've... Look at him. Rebel without a cause. Okay. So we've been trying to make this a oasis as much as possible. All this water's been done with ice. Not too much ice. These streams actually are coming all the way down from the ceiling, because as soon as 1.3 hits, the ice is going to be completely useless in the nether. We can't put water in here anymore, so I've been trying to put as much ice around as possible, so then we can actually... Dumbasses. They kill themselves. Okay, so here is our dual spawner. This spawner is actually a bit higher than this island, so you can't actually see in it, but they're both identical. Pretty much exactly the same. I've got a 3-button system. This little platform here I haven't finished yet. I don't like all this stone. We're going to be changing the stone, making it a bit more prettier, as you can see with the sandstone. It's pretty much got an on and off, so they be resting, they be spawning, man. So when I go into that, the lava's what stops them spawning. So as soon as I... Oh, go up here and have a look. As soon as the lava's down, see, here they go, they start spawning straight away. It's just it's Etho's design. I'll put a link in the description of his tutorial. There's been a lot of refinements over the time that he's made that. This is just the base version. I didn't really care about making it extremely efficient for the fact that I've got 2 of them. And the XP gain is pretty ridiculous. So, and then it's got a 2-button system. So you pretty much... Cheeky bugger. Oh, I didn't realize there's a hole there. Okay, we'll be careful of that. So this is a typical crusher system. I've got... Let's break through here and I'll show you... This is a pretty ridiculous amount of wiring. It's all off the same... All the wiring is based off the same thing, and then it splits off into 2 signals. So there's my 3 signals coming down. That goes into pretty much an RS and all that. And then here is the timer. With the crushers, it's 23 repeaters on full delay. Will crush... Pretty sure 23. Yeah, 23 will crush a blaze down to half a heart. And then it's a 1-punch thing. It's a lot of redstone back here, and it's quite messy. I wasn't really too fussed about making it too perfect because, well, I'm hiding it, so it didn't really matter too much. So, see, and they'll just sit down here. And the pistons, it's all pressure pads, similar to how the Ender Farm works, if you guys have ever seen the Ender Farm as well. The pistons, we'll see if I can get up here and I'll show you. The pistons just move the blaze down faster, so then more blaze can spawn, because all spawners only... You've actually got an issue with a bit of lava there. That lava will eventually go away. It just takes a long time for it to drop, but it's not affecting the spawning rates by much at all. Oh, you died. Aww. Did you drop anything? Meat. Oh well. So there, because blaze fly around and do all that sort of thing, we want to get them away from the spawner as quick as possible. So that guy's sitting on the ledge. That is the imperfection of this design. There is a ledge around. I could put some more pistons, but as I said, the spawning rates are more than acceptable, and I'm not really too fussed about it. So we'll just let these guys run a little bit. it will start hurting the frame rates. But yeah, any mod, when the spawner spawns, it does a search within 8 blocks radius kind of thing of itself. And if there's mobs in it, it's like a mob cap, so the spawner will only spawn so much. Which is, so what we want to do is we want to get them down here out of the 8 block radius as quick as possible, so then more can keep spawning. So if I stay on here, I've measured this out, so you have to be within 16 blocks of a spawner for it to be active. And if I'm on this platform, both of these are active, so I can just AFK here and they'll just keep doing their thing. And once they're done, I'll give you an explanation. I'll show you a little thing. So if I hit this button here, you'll hear them start getting crushed. It'll crush for a specific amount of time. As you can see, they're getting crushed now. It actually closes the compartment as well, as you can see above them. So no new blaze can come into this system. So all these guys are one shot. This won't actually have many. But see, there's guys up top that can't get down. And it will stay like that until I hit this reset button here. Which is good to not let the new guys allowed into the pit while you're killing all these old ones, because last thing you need to do is punch one of the new ones and they start putting you on fire, which is not exactly fun nonetheless. We'll reset this, and as you'll see, new ones will actually pop down. So I'm not going to go into explanation about exactly how this works. E05 did a really good... What is this? Really? Why is there random... Yeah, E05 did a really good tutorial on this, and he can explain it better since it's his design. Just give you guys a little look. So we're pretty much now moving on to changing all this. What I was thinking was, I really want to make this as not always nether... Take the nether away, I guess you could say it. So what we're going to start doing is I'm going to start farming a lot of wool, and I'm going to get light blue wool. I want to make this look like the sky, put some clouds, and really make this. And there's not going to be any nether textures at all. Like at the moment, you can see that we've taken a lot of the nether textures out already. This is our, well, it was a nether wart farm. Ajax, I guess, has decided to refarm. This is going to be our like airlock, I guess you could say, to the nether. So if you want to leave this area, you can actually come through here, and it gives you a perfect... It gets a really big vein of glowstone. Jeez. But yeah, so this is what we've been working on so far. The project at the moment that I am now working on is redesigning. Actually, let's turn that off before it causes too much issues. So yeah, I'll go up the top and I'll quickly show exactly how the lights work. Because it's such a big area, it's pretty difficult to put, I guess... Is he getting crushed? Yeah, it's pretty difficult to put lighting in. What we've done is we've actually got pistons here with lava, and the lava is what causes the mobs to stop spawning. So these two holes here, when I push the off button, I guess, this piston retracts, or all four do, and the lava falls down and falls into the gaps. See where is there? It's quite an interesting thing. I'm on fire! I'm on! Holy crap! Get out of there. Okay. Well, let's just turn this off before this causes too much more frame rate issues. So I'll do this. I've got a little light as well, so it shows you if it's on or off as well, which is pretty handy. Let's just crush these guys. So you can see the lava fall down. Those guys, because they saw me through that gap, they are angry, so... We'll just... And I have hooked some dispensers to it too, so I'm going to have multiple ways of killing these guys. I'm not going to have Crusher. Once we get potions, everything sorted, I'm going to put a poison system in there as well, just for some shits and giggles, I guess you could say. Well, that's pretty much all I've got for today, guys. As always, please subscribe, like my videos, post comments. I'm more than active on my channel. I will answer questions that aren't completely ridiculous. So, thanks for watching.